Nedbank Cup has shown to us actually that this is the competition that we should take serious as South Africans. Because think about the amount of football and surprises that we actually experience every time there's Nedbank Cup. And I think also with looking at the competition as one of the competition in South Africa that's involved everyone that is playing in the professional landscape of South African football. And I think the way it's structured is giving hope to young players actually to be playing in the bigger stages. That's where some of the teams will actually go out and look for them. And I think when you're looking at this competition, this should be the competition that actually get more respect when you win it. And I'm not saying this because I'm an Orlando Pirates fan and we've been winning them actually in the recent years. But I'm saying, looking at the structure where most of all those teams that are playing in a professional structure of South African football are playing in this tournament. And then with the programming that they actually doing, which they started with Nedbank, where they were finding the new talent and then giving the new talent the platform to actually showcase their talent in the closer eyes of the PSL where everyone wants to go. And I think we have a good example of the players like Modiba, which is one of the successful and graduates of that program and has been a national team player. And I think you're looking at a competition, and I think I like the fact that now and then we get so much surprises, because this year we know that there is no Chiefs, Pirates and Sundowns in the semi-finals. And now going forward, we're going to be looking at two teams from NFT that are playing in that semi-final, which is Milford and Casric Stars. Casric Stars beat Orlando Pirates on the penalties and went all the way to beat Amazulu on the penalties and 2-1. And then Milford beats Skukunet on the penalties 3-2. So I think those two teams in the semi-final, we might get another surprising in this Nedbank Cup this year, because you might get another team from the NFT winning this one, which is a good thing for them, even though traveling to play CAF Champions League, now Champions League Confederations Cup, it's a challenge for them sometimes in terms of finance. But I know that it's a huge boost to be winning Nedbank Cup, because that finances actually help a lot in the club since they are playing in the NFT. So I think when you're looking at the NFT, it's one of those tournaments that we should put so much respect on it. And I think I need to put more weight, more stories around Nedbank Cup, because I think it's giving South African hope that we still have talent out there, because we're always looking at those David and Goliath stories. And then most of the time, we usually see them happening, maybe sometimes in the early rounds of the competition. Sometimes they go all the way until they win the titles. And I think we remember all the story of TS Galaxy when they won it with 10 Malisela against Kaizer Chiefs. And I think we've seen Baroka beating Orlando Pirates as well. And I think this is a tournament of surprises. And I think I'm not even surprised this year, but I'm just happy for those two teams that's made it to the semi-final. And I think I just wish them all the best, man, to just enjoy this experience. Maybe, who knows? Because I think what is going to happen is TS Galaxy is out there on the semi-final as well. And then between Arrows and Durban City, we might see another one that's joining them there. So I think they are actually doing very well to find themselves in the semi-final of the Nedbank Cup. And I think Nedbank Cup still lives up to the standards. If you want to say anything about the Nedbank Cup this year, if you were surprised or you're not surprised about all these teams from NFT doing all the success up until the semi-final, make sure that you comment below, and I will see you on the next one.